It was very clear from the beginning of the project that it wouldn't...
Oops. Okay. Stand by. We're going... No, we're going live. We're going live. Okay. You can't hear it? Uh-oh. Wait a second.
Okay, Anna Winter?
running. Screw you. Just go with it. All right.
Because Jesus hung out with them.
I know. We know. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Porthole to Justice. This is Amelia Duran. I am your host. It's Porthole to Justice, the window to the truth. And I am here this evening with Jacqueline Conrad. And it is May 27th, 2020. And it's Blue Star Kachina tonight. I'm so happy.
Explain exactly what that is to me, would you?
Okay, so Blue Star Kachina is a Native American, a Hopi prophecy about it's supposed to appear in the sky and usher in the fifth dimension or into the 3D or bring in the heavens. But not only that, it's supposed to usher in balance. So it's going to bring in justice, right? And so basically whatever you've been putting out into the universe or whatever you've been manifesting is going to come into balance. The inner is going to come into balance with the outer.
So with that being said, I want to reiterate what I spoke to you earlier. So today on the Blue Star Kachina Day, the GOP, the Grand Old Party, the Republicans have issued a statement that they are suing the House Speaker, Democrat House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, and they will remove her. They said what she is doing during the time of crisis, which is basically nothing, and deadering everyone because of dragging her feet. They said with all that's gone on, all that they've exposed, her inability to act in a partisan manner they're done. It's abhorrent, and she is to be removed. And this is very serious. They gave a speech, they spoke on it today, a press release. Mm-hmm. So I think that proves that the Blue Star Kachina is doing its business already. Just saying.
So funny. Oh my gosh, I love you. You crack me up because you're just so precise and quick with everything you say. These little sound bites.
Well, it just makes such sense, I mean, you told me about it, and it just happens to be coincidental today.
Runs the headlines, the sound bites behind the scenes, because everything, all these little funny things that she says, suddenly appear all over the internet after our show.
I know. It's really funny that you say that, because spiritual speakers, many times they repeat things I say as well, and I see it, and I used to get irritated about it. Now I chuckle, and I just love it, because it's like spreading the spirit, you know what I mean? It's like, I love that they do that. It saves so much work for me,
Oh, yeah.
It's awesome.
It's great.
I like it a lot. So, yeah, it all works out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to think, they're copying me. They took my thing. And now I think, I'm so glad they're getting that out there. I can't do half of what I would like to do. So it's good.
It is.
Yeah.
It's awesome. And, it's so funny because, I've really been, ever since they came out with the relief for the American people, and I, sort of published on my timeline that they were basically money laundering the money from the World Bank.
Yeah.
I was really outraged by the way that they handled the funds that were supposed to be distributed to we the people, right?
Yes.
I just felt like there was a lot of underhanded, funny business going on, and obviously there is. And yeah.
Well, it's all coming to fruition that we get to see it. It's all being unmasked. Isn't it funny, as we're being masked, they're being unmasked? So anyway, so President Trump also is coming up with an executive order to re-socialize the media. They're going to re-social. He does not like the way, they tried to stop him from doing any tweets. And for God's sake, he's the president. They're going to censor the president now? I mean, so something has to be done. It really does.
I've been saying for the last 5 years. I've been saying for the last 5 years on my show that the headquarters for Facebook is located within the jurisdiction of the FCC. Their headquarters is in Silicon Valley, close to where I was born. And
plastic, what are they called? Cyborgs reside. Anyway, go ahead.
Whatever. It's it's the thing is they're within the jurisdiction of the FCC.
I know.
It really needs it's such a global conglomerate that it really there needs to be a balance, because so many people are reliant on social media and websites for their business and employment to get their message out and their goods and their Facebooks and socialize, that it should be monitored by a influence that's not biased. And clearly there is a bias. There's no the whole basis that we need censorship to the extent that we have it at this point is outrageous. People have a good sense. I think most people can discern for themselves, adults.
Yes, I agree. I do want to say something on this your birthday. So my grandson was born today, and I feel like it's a real blessing that he was born on. This truly is an auspicious day because of all the women I've ever known, and I know some pretty wonderful, powerful women. You are one of the most amazing people I have ever known. And you never stop in the face of the harshest conditions, everything stacked against you. You just keep going. And so I want to honor that on your birthday and just tell you I'm so thankful that my grandson was born on the same day. If he's a third of the person you are, he's going to be amazing. So I just...
Thank you.
Just wanted to tell you that because it's true. I've never known anyone who does as much as you do for others, and sticks their neck out like you do. And I really, really appreciate that. Well, so I just want you to know that.
I'm like choked up over here.
Well, it's true. It really is. I can't believe how you never stop.
Well, I don't feel like I live like I've never come from the premise that my life is purely for me. It's like my purpose is for others. Like I'm here to coexist. So it just is what it is. Like I don't think of it as like, oh, I'm doing so much for others. Like I know that.
No, I know, but I just wanted to call it out because you're not the type of person that thinks like that. Well, I have the same lifestyle, to be honest with you, on a different level, in different ways with my family and with other things. But we don't look at it like that. We look at it as our joy. And if we couldn't do it, we'd be miserable.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's like, it's like, seriously, like, I see my existence as coexistence, and if I couldn't live out loud or speak on behalf of my loved ones, I'd feel like I'd have, like, appendage that wasn't being fed or something, it would be like...
right, and I would feel like I was being smothered and suffocated because there's so much going on right now that, like, they want to put the kids in masks now 24/7 in school, distance them 6 feet apart. They're going to be like prisoners, like zombie prisoners.
This isn't going to last. These people are going to be exposed, and the WHO...
it's going to happen. That's right. No one that loves their children could do that to them. I can't. That is the loneliest thing. It's the most horrifying. I read a little book to my granddaughter the other day, and it was about these two little girls. One lived on a reservation, and the reservation had all dark-haired kids, and she was a blonde, and she had moved there. Her mother got a job, and she was just afraid because she looked different than everyone. She was blue-eyed, blonde